having highlighted those two tests, Your Honor, the state is acting in utmost absolute good faith to have presented the respondent within a reasonable time before court. Other than in the police cells, through the affidavit before you, the respondent has been informed, one, of the reason of his arrest, and two, of the reason why the state seeks to continue to detain him. That is a show of utmost good faith. Your Honor, in insurance law, it's called uberimai fidei. That good faith is furthered by the fact, as my learned senior will tell you in the facts, or rather in the affidavit, that there has been some investigations ongoing and that we just need a limited period within which to complete those investigations. And finally, from my part, in compliance with the need provided for under Article 24 of the Constitution, that the limited detention of the respondent is the least restrictive measure we could adopt to protect both the interests of the respondent, the victim's interests, and as equally important, the interests of the public to ensure safety and security. You know, with that legal background, I invite my learned senior, Mr. Jalson Makori, to take you through the factual matrix in the affidavit. I am most obliged unless there's a question for me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Danstan.
Your Honor Makori.
Yes.
Your Honor, we are referring to the affidavit by one Abdurrahman Jibri. Abdurrahman Jibri, dated the 16th of June 2025. It is an affidavit in support of the notice of motion, dated the 16th of June 2025. Your Honor, I will only I will only highlight the paragraphs that are in the affidavit. Paragraph 6 sets out the background of the investigation, and these are the preliminary investigations by Ipoa, which reveals in paragraph 6A to E, 6A to E, that is on the 4th of June 2025, the DCI received a complaint from the DIG of police, Mr. Eliud Langat, alleging he suffered continued false and malicious publications on an X account, formerly Twitter, with the username Pixel Pioneer, and requested investigations with a view to establish the person and motive behind it. Your Honor, A to E establishes the grounds in which the investigations were mounted. It is at paragraph 6B. On the 7th of June, the DCI team went to Linda Center in Homa Bay County and arrested the deceased at around 2:30 p.m. And they took him to Mawengo police station, placed him in custody with the OB number 10, 7/7/6/2025. That is 10/7/6/2025. Then at around 3:54 p.m., the deceased was booked out under OB number 11/7/6/2025 and escorted to Nairobi, where he was booked at Central Police Station under OB 136/7/6/2025 at 9:32 p.m. Your Honor, we have annexed to paragraph 6E the OB extract, that is AJ1, indicating the time that the deceased was booked at Central Police Station. Paragraph 7, Your Honor, the respondent was arrested, and this is something that would wish the court to take notice. The respondent was arrested on the 13th June 2025 at 18:05 hours, that is 6:05, which was on a Friday. The respondent in paragraph 8 was informed of the reasons of the arrest and for which the reasons and of the offense that is being investigated. That is under paragraph 8. Your Honor, in paragraph 10, now we are coming to the reasons why we want to continue holding the respondent. The respondent is the custodian of the station records, being an OCS, officer commanding station, and the surveillance system, the CCTV. And this is at the material time under the investigations. Your Honor,
the information the DPP is giving, it's not the one who home. It is the one who home who should be giving us those paragraphs. We can talk about it because then the DPP can trust their submissions based on that. Right now, the DPP is turning himself into a witness. We cannot close the exam with the DPP. It is fair and just. The witness who the poem takes us through is undone.
Your Honor, as I said that I'll only highlight a few paragraphs which I wanted the court to take note of.
You know, that's a dicey, it's a dicey situation because
yes,
you're literally taking us through the affidavit, but I leave because I'm sure you have your own strategy
yes,
on how to prosecute the application.
The defense
got into details
yes,
of the affidavit. I'm sure the defendant will have a chance.
Yes.
So I'll leave it to proceed, but don't go too much into it.
No, Your Honor, I'm only highlighting some paragraphs. I'm not going through the whole affidavit because they have already indicated that they want the deponent on the dock for cross-examination. Yes. Your Honor, what we are
CCTV, maybe
yes, the CCTV. Yes, we say paragraph 10. The respondent is the custodian of the station records and the surveillance system, that is the CCTV, that is under investigation. Yes, investigations reveal that under paragraph 11, that the respondent, together with others who are not before court hired a technician to interfere with the CCTV system at the Central Police Station in a bid to tamper and interfere with the subsequent investigations. Your Honor, we are highlighting what so far we have done insofar as investigations are undergoing. So there is still some investigations which we need, and that is the reason why we are asking for continuing detainment of the respondent, because the respondent's mobile phone has been detained. And it is subject to investigations. Your Honor, there are also witnesses who are yet to be investigated and statements taken from them. Also witnesses, police officers who are on duty at Central Police Station on that night. Your Honor, given that the respondent is the OCS, we are saying that there is a likelihood that he may interfere with the investigations. Your Honor, we'll be seeking the 21 days.
I have forgotten to hit on that issue about be allowed warrant to access their phone. You have mentioned it, but please just hit it. In addition to the 21 days, you're also seeking an order to access the phones.
To continue holding the respondent, and in addition to the 21 days, Your Honor, we'll be seeking an order that we access the phones
Number 18, 17 and 18.
of potential witnesses, the police officers who are on duty, and any other person who was at the vicinity at Central Police Station. And this, Your Honor, we are relying upon paragraph 17 and 18, where we have shown in the paragraphs, we have demonstrated that there is already interference which has already been done. With that, Your Honor, we will be inviting the deponent to the dock for the cross-examination.
Whenever you're comfortable.
Yes.
Yes. You know, we'll be seeking that these are standing into an opening statement. Will be allowed for 3 minutes for opening statement.
No, let him finish.
But
Let him finish, and then you have your chance. Let him finish, so that there's that continuous thing. So let's
Yes.
Yes, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I swear by the name of the Almighty God, that the evidence I shall give before this court, touching the matter in question, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
You state to the court your opinion.
Your Honor, I am Abdurrahman Jibril. Jibril for you, Jibril. I'm a Senior Assistant Director, Investigations with the Independent Police and Oversight Authority.
Yes. Did you call this affidavit at the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, kindly proceed with the affidavit. There will be questions given from the defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I am one of the investigating officers in the ongoing investigations that Ipoa is currently conducting in regards to the brutal murder of Albert Omondi Ojwang. This is pursuant to Section 6, 7, and 25 of the Ipoa Act. Your Honor, on 8th day of June 2025, Ipoa learned the death of Albert Ojwang while in police custody at Central Police Station within Nairobi County. Your Honor, the authority immediately initiated investigations to unravel the circumstances surrounding the gruesome death of the deceased. Your Honor, so far, our preliminary investigations have revealed that the deceased was arrested following a complaint by the Deputy Inspector General of Police.
Your Honor, all that the witness is saying has been said. You can only adopt the report of the verdicts. Because unless there's any other crucial information.
That's another, Your Honor. That's okay.
Yeah, I was of the view, but just give a highlight, not necessarily going paragraph by paragraph, just a highlight, and then we can adopt it. Just a brief highlight.
Okay.
You okay with whatever you've said so far?
Yes.
And whatever you've averred in the affidavit, yeah? So we can proceed with the cross-examination?
Yes.
Is that okay? The other chap from the state?
That's actually not that.
Okay, okay.
They can proceed to examine on the affidavit.
Thank you. Your Honor, I'll be asking the witness to Jibril.
So, Mr. Danstan, maybe just for housekeeping in good order, how many of you will cross-examine him?
3.
3. You, yourself, and who else?
Me, what? Kangai.
So only 3 of you from
Yes,
the battery.
we'll cross-examine him.
The 3
The
of
others will submit.
I think that is okay.
Thank you. Mr. Jibril,
Yes, Your Honor.
can you confirm your position at Ipoa over this matter?
You're asking my rank? My,
Yes. That's a must.
Your Honor, as indicated, I'm a Senior Assistant Director, Investigations.
And confirm that you are an investigator.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you an investigator in the purpose and the name or the position of the National Police Act?
Ipoa Act.
Under Ipoa Act. And under Ipoa Act, is it true that you have still arresting powers?
Yes.
Under which section?
Your Honor, Section 7 of the Ipoa Act and Section 7 of the Ipoa Regulation Act actually gives me the powers, privileges, and immunities of a police officer.
So Section 7. And which section?
Both Section 7 in the Ipoa Act and Section 7 of the Ipoa Regulations Act.
Gives you the powers as that of a police officer.
Yes, Your Honor.
And in this matter, you are now actively participating pursuant to those provisions as an investigator.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Are you well conversant with the law?
Depends on which area you want to ask.
Are you, you know, some of us went to teach, then we became lawyers. Some people are mad about that. Do you have any legal training?
Yes, yes, I do.
Could you refer the court to your legal training?
I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya.
Thank you. You are an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. Look at the Criminal Procedure Code, Section 386, as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. Could you be given it?
Your Honor, we'll have an objection.
I've not asked the question.
We can see. Your Honor,
I've not asked a question.
Your Honor, at least should I be allowed to make the objection?
Yes.
Of course.
Let me just object, then you
No. You wait until I ask. I've just told to look at it. It might be just to admire it. Allow me to ask.
Your Honor, we'll be requesting the court to
Mr. Omar,
Yes.
let's hear his objection.
Okay.
That's right.
Yes, thank
Your
you.
Honor, the witness before the dock
Yes.
has come here on the basis of his affidavit on the factual matter. And that explains why the defense requested that my colleague, my learned senior, does not go into the facts. Section 386 of the Criminal Procedure Code, or whatever provision of the law, is a matter of law. And Your Honor, the objection again goes into the earlier intended preliminary objection, which we have had sight of, where the argument, in a sense, is that this matter, now we have had a copy, although it's not filed, this matter should have been the subject of an inquest and not a miscellaneous application. So that because we are alert, the defense should not try through the window to bring in a preliminary objection which they admitted not to have filed. But more importantly, that this is a witness of facts, not a witness of the law. We can deal with the law between the lawyers. Thank you.
Is the law a fact? Yes, it is. Is he in a court of law? Yes, he is. Is he an advocate? He knows it. What is it that they are fearing and telling us they are coming through the window? If you come through the window, please respond and throw us out of the house.
There is a submission.
You know,
I've not asked any question. I've only told you to look at that section.
but just for guidance, you know, it's a matter of evidence on the facts. It's an affidavit, for heaven's sake. So let's leave it to the facts of it.
After I've asked the question,
Yes.
then that is when an inference can be done, whether it's a question of law or a question of fact.
All right.
I've not asked what. I've only told you, look at section 3.
Your Honor, just one more thing. The reason we requested the defense at the very onset to inform us of the paragraphs is that the cross-examination is limited to the contents of the affidavit. There is no reference to section 386 in the affidavit. They cannot go to it because it is not a matter of fact. If you pointed to us the paragraph looking at section 386, which we referred to, there will be no objection from our end. But because affidavits are leadings of fact, we plead with you to reject the invitation of the witness to look at section 386 or any other provision of the law. Thank you.
I think he was referring to section 386.
Yeah, I just only
So
told you to.
let's not convolute it. Let's limit. It's an affidavit.
Purely, I've not asked any question, Your Honor. If we only had what I've asked you, and I ask a question of law, then the court can stop.
Okay, then proceed and ask.
Let him have that. Let him look at what.
But you know, once you point it to the law, then it means it's
No.
a point of law.
And that exactly is our objection, that we can't refer to the law. That is, maybe, see, a counsel is not understanding our objection.
Very well.
Maybe
Very well.
counsel, maybe rather than asking him to look at the law, yeah, why don't you put the questions to him?
Correct.
Just put the question
Correct.
rather than us going
Very
to
well.
the.
Very well. From your affidavit, confirm the place of death of the late.
Central Police Station cells, Your Honor.
Central Police Station cells. From the Ipoa Act, provide the mandate for you to investigate somebody dead in a police cell.
Yes, Your Honor.
Read, show the court. Because you have confirmed the scene of death is at the police cell. Which mandate gives you that power? Let him answer.
We are still objecting. Council is still taking the same route.
He came under the Act. You know, section in this miscellaneous application, paragraph 3, they must have said under which mandate they are coming before this court. And this is a witness. He's not an advocate. Let him come in front of you. Let him not be given answers.
No, Your Honor. We plead with our colleagues to just remain respectful. We know that they are very good people. Let us maintain the decorum. What we are asking is, as the court has suggested, put the law to the witness. Don't ask the witness to follow the law.
Very well.
We do not mind if you read the law to him and ask questions.
Read paragraph 3 of the Act.
Please read for me so that I can answer.
No, you read it. I didn't write it.
Which one?
Paragraph 3.
That investigations by Ipoa are pursuant to Section 6A, 7.1, and 25.1 of the Ipoa Act.
Is that the law?
Yes.
Is that a fact or that is the law?
That is a fact as per this affidavit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You have quoted the law. True.
Yes.
Therefore, it is not wrong to ask you a question of law because it is you as in your affidavit talked the law. Give me the law that gives you mandate to investigate a person who dies in a police cell. But it's simple.
I have indicated the sections 6.1, 7.1, and 25.1.
Just tell the court.
Yeah, Honor, I have indicated section 6A, 7.1, and 25.1 of the Ipoa Act.
Could you kindly read to the court those sections that gives you that mandate? The Ipoa Act. Just read to the court those sections for the benefit of the whole one. We don't work for Ipoa.
Your Honor, because we did not anticipate that a witness of fact will be made to read the law, we didn't carry a copy of the Ipoa Act. If they insist that they want to read it, let them just read it.
Witness suffers from selective amnesia when he is cornered. It is there. On any phone. Just read it. Read the section. 6A, you read.
Okay. Section 6, Your Honor talks about functions of the authority.
Yes.
Here means Ipoa.
Yes.
That the functions of the authority shall be 6A, investigate any complaints related to disciplinary or criminal offenses committed by any member of the service, whether on its own motion or on receipt of a complaint, and make recommendations to the relevant authorities, including recommendations for prosecution, compensation, internal disciplinary action, or any other appropriate relief, and shall make public the response received to these recommendations. Shall I continue?
Yeah, anywhere where the death of a person in police specifically. My question is specific.
Your Honor, this is
Can we allow the witness to read?
This is a question.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Before you even say that, this is a question that has been put to this witness. It is about what he has said in his affidavit. He is being asked to justify why he is here and what gives him the powers. The state, who has not been